What's going on, fellas? Ladies and gents, young men, young women, whoever's watching, weekly chat, me and my brothers. This week we're going to be hitting on the topic of financing and stuff like that. And I ain't got my glasses on and stuff like that, but I can see a little bit. But we're going to be going over some topics like financing and things like that. I see a connection between the two, financing and fragrances, especially when you're in this game of collecting and stuff like that and impulse buying, things like that. So I don't see anybody in right this minute, but I'm sure that we'll be getting a few people in pretty soon. I'm just waiting on the brothers to come on in. Sending out them links right now, and we're gonna get started. I got a special guest coming in, a friend of mine. We've been friends for quite some time now. He's into the finance game. He'll give us some just some talking points, or gonna get some talking points on financing and stuff like that, and we're gonna go from there, man. You know, because this is something we as people definitely need. We need to know exactly what we need to do with our financing and things like that. We got people that actually got stimulus checks and stuff like that. I heard a young fella that earlier this week say something like he ain't even spent his stimulus check. He still got it in the bank. And sometimes you look at young fellas, you know, young kids and young guys like that, and say, how's that possible that you ain't spend your stimulus check? You know, when you know, in normal times we'll be able to say that. So just waiting on the brothers. We're gonna get started at 7:05 right now, Eastern Standard Time. I'm just waiting on the brothers to jump on. But if anybody out there, come on in. Again, welcome. It's weekly chat. My scent of the day. Been testing a couple of them. Give you a little bit of music until we get the fellas in. Try to start this thing right at 7. So yeah, we got one person in right now. I see one person on live right now. Do me a favor, jump in that chat, tell me who you are. Thank you for being here watching. But if you can, go ahead and tell me who you are. All right. Hopefully we get a couple other fellas in this week like we did last week. Last week was a good chat. We had Chad. We had a couple subscribers. My man Freddie. We call him I Am Not Ray. And we had my brother from Chicago and last week as well. And we had George, of course. My man Rob's, DJ Ville. So we had quite a few on last week. Once we get rolling, I'll put the link up, and anybody who want to jump on can. You know, keeping it civil though. You know, we ain't trying to cause no commotions, anything like that. So do me a favor and send me a little shout out, or in the comment section, let me know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Again, I want to say thank you for watching. We just gonna keep this thing going, man. You know, See if I can loop this. See if I can loop it. Kind of like what's going on with this, you know. All right, Stephen, what's going on, my brother? You want to pop on? I'll let you do so too. Give me a second. Let me just get these guys in. Abram, what's going on? Good evening. What's going on, my brother? We got 5 people in right now. Freddie, what's going on, Freddie? Got some good topics this week. Hey, man, I seen that grill, man. Jesus Christ, y'all was cooking up there, man. Golly. You guys was doing that thing. Wherever you are, or North Carolina, you guys was cooking up a storm. That grill was going. And that I'm saying that because yesterday my wife had that grill popping yesterday with my kids and all that. We bought a pool for our grandkids and had them jumping inside the pool and stuff like that. So we had that grill going on yesterday too. And she's still cooking today. I mean, I don't know how she's doing it, but she cooked so much food in the last 2 days. It's unbelievable, you know. But we got lamb and everything else. Tennessee. Okay, yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, Steph, grilling and chilling. That's pretty much it. Alfonso, what's going on, Alfonso? Yeah, we had that thing popping again. I'm waiting for the brothers, and I also got a friend of mine that's going to be coming on today. We're going to be talking about financing. We want to try to broaden out our horizon on what we're doing here on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? I know we talk about fragrances a lot. We're still going to be talking about fragrances. That's the main thing. But I feel like financing and fragrances kind of go hand to hand. I mean, I know I spent, looking at my collection, I spent a boatload of cash on fucking fragrance, or excuse my language, on fragrances and stuff like that. So to me, it kind of go hand to hand. What's going on, Hills? Hills, I'm gonna send you that link too, Hills. I want you to jump on. This is your first time jumping on. I want you to come on and say hi to the fellas, okay? But I'm just trying to get everybody situated and going, and introducing some people, and just going from there. Trying to again just broaden this thing up and doing something a little different than just talking about fragrances. We're going to talk about real life stuff, especially moving forward. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. I mean, I was talking to a kid yesterday that said he ain't spent his stimulus check, and it's kind of funny because if any kid got money like this a few months back, say like November, December, that money was already gone. But he said he ain't spend his money, and that's probably because there's nowhere for him to go spend it. So what we want to do is try to let these kids know exactly what you should be doing with your money moving forward, because this is a chance or opportunity for a lot of people to advance themselves in life. So that's some of the things we're going to talk about. I got a friend of mine coming on later on. He's going to talk about finance. He's in the finance world, so he's going to talk a little bit about financing. I'm hoping to get George back on so he can talk about a little bit more details about business, and possibly how each and every one of you guys can go ahead and get into the business world and start your own mom and pop shops and stuff like that, and try to keep this economy going as much as we possibly can. Because it's not going to be easy moving forward, but we all got to do it. You know what I'm saying? We all got to do something to try to play our part in making sure that life goes on and get some type of normalcy back into it. It's not going to be like it was in the past. It's never going to be that way anymore. This is a disease or virus that we're going to have to live with. We got to learn how to cope. We're going to have to learn how to live our life wearing a mask on a regular. And washing and staying sanitized as much as possible. We just got to hope that moving forward, they can have the PPEs that we need as a society and as people, as far as like gloves and all this other stuff. Somebody said to me, as much fragrance I spray on, I think the virus is kind of scared of the fragrance community, because most of us, we spray ourselves all the time with fragrances. I mean, I'm right now testing some of the things I had in the collection. I just keep finding stuff that I had no business finding. One is this Cavassier right here that I forgot that I bought this thing from eBay. Got handprints all over the box and stuff like that. But this Cavassier, this other one here by Roberto Capucci. This is more or less like a Creation E by I would say Raja Dove. So this is more or less like a Creation E. So I've been testing this thing right here. Lasts a long time, and this, I think I spent, when I bought it back in November or December, I think I spent like I want to say 15-20 bucks for it, and the longevity of that thing is insane. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna pop on this link right here. I'm gonna copy it. I'm still waiting on the fellas to pop in. One said that Trey said he'll be in as soon as he can, and Keith right now is MIA until further notice. He's probably doing something with that big beard of his, trying to make it glow while he on camera. I'm gonna pop that link on, and any one of you that want to pop on and say hello to the rest of them, you can. I really, hells, they're kind of cheapies, I would say, but that's as much as I was buying back in a lot of my buying days. I was buying a bunch of cheapies, and I do have some niche stuff, but I don't trying to slow down on the buying. Again, I'm having this hard time finding different things to buy without saying the famous quote, and that's this smells similar to. I'm tired of saying it, tired of hearing it. That's all we've been doing in the fragrance community, is saying, oh, this smells similar to this. There's none of the old school stuff that has their own lane and things like that. That's different, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. We love the fragrances regardless the price they are. If you like something, you're gonna buy it anyway. I have quite a few expensive stuff that I've been looking through my collection and going through. This is Back to Black by Killian. Paris de Monte Carlo. I love this stuff here. I love rose in the fragrance form. To me, I think a rose. I look at it like this: a man that's wearing a rose fragrance. Sometimes to me, it looks more or less like I see an Arab king or prince or something like that wearing it, and just think of Coming to America. The rose petals and the elegance and the prestige of walking on roses, bathing with roses in the water and stuff like that. So that's how I look at rose scents. But anyway, I popped that link up. Anybody want to pop on, they can. I'm gonna go ahead and get send my boy Jay the link so he can come on and holler at you guys a little bit about financing, and we're gonna move on from there. It's kind of hot today, so I'm sweating a little bit. Got my nice Gatorade. Anybody want to share they scent of the day, they can. Let me know what y'all rocking today. Let me see. I'm not going to be popping back in. Okay. All right. Ray said he'd be popping and cutting grass. I need to break the grill out. Abram said he's going to break his grill out pretty soon. Listen, again, like I said earlier, my wife been cooking up a storm. I cleaned the grill yesterday. I'm gonna have to re-clean it again because that thing was moving. I gotta recover it up. Okay. Be waiting on your heels. Yeah, it's just the time, man. It's that grill that it's grilling season. Even though you in quarantine, there's nothing wrong with popping that grill out and getting that thing started. You know what I'm saying? You by yourself on your back porch or in your front yard, whatever you at, doing it. Just again, try to be mindful, man. Don't get complacent and think that this thing is over with because it's getting warm. Don't get complacent. Like, be safe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to be safe. This is not a time to really stay or to be looking at life like it's normal again. Like, nah, that thing is still out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a monster and it's still out there. And you don't want to get caught up in that and getting sick, We don't want nobody to get sick. We don't want nobody to get ill. We need each and every one of us um, to be around and to be around for a long time. I mean, that's just how it is. We want everybody to be around, you know. So again, please be safe. Pop the grill out. Go to the store. Pick up what you need to pick up. Do your social distancing. Wear your gloves. Wear your mask. And then when you get back, take that mask off because you're about to chow down and remove it because you don't want no barbecue stains and mustard and chili and all that other stuff. Um, Abram saying Chanel, the only Chanel in my collection, Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Yeah, that Edition Blanche is good. But you know what I find out about that Edition Blanche is I look at it like this. Everybody say that Edition Blanche has that lemon that lemon meringue pie type of thing, and I don't get that out of my bottle. My bottle in the back. I don't get that out of my bottle. If I want a lemon meringue pie, I'm gonna tell you right now, the fragrance that I get a lemon meringue pie out of the most is by Thallion, and it's Thallion Sport. I'm gonna tell you, that's the closest thing to a lemon meringue pie as you're gonna get. And I've been wearing it every now and then in the summertime, so I'm gonna have to break that back out pretty soon. But it's kind of odd because we always wore fragrances at some point to smell good, and hopefully people understand that he smells good when he walk by. Even if you're not getting a direct compliment, we do want to smell good. But nowadays we're smelling good for only either the person that's in our house or yourself. All right, and if you're living by yourself, again, you're only really putting on those fragrances for yourself. So if you wear fragrances, you're going out and you're working somewhere, you actually, how much of a scent can they smell from you with the mask on? Like I used to wear fragrances all day at work, and I mean, damn, I I was getting compliments left and right. I mean, I either got compliments on the fragrance or compliments on my watches. I mean, I have a shitload of watches, and I love them. I love my watches, but I I just it's just hard now to try to go through my collection of the best that I have and say, okay, I'm gonna wear this to work to get compliments because most people are wearing masks, you know. And if you're working at a place where they give you the mask, but they're not giving it to you frequently, what's happening is you start to disinfect your own mask, spraying it down with like Lysol if you can find Lysol. Adrian, what's up, Adrian? Um, but doing that, all you smelling, if you disinfect your mask right after wearing it for the week, and you go Friday and you disinfect and you put it away, and then you wear it that following Monday, the smell that you're going to get is not going to be the smell of that direct Lysol that you just sprayed on it or that disinfectant. You get the combination of your breath and the particles coming out of your breath that's inside your mask and the Lysol. And if you don't freshen your breath up as often as possible, what happens is you start to get that stench, or you start to get a smell that's kind of hard. It's funny, but it's something that's crazy. I mean, just to try to layer it up because it's just the two that makes a weird smell. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't supposed to disinfect or spray down a disposable mask. You're supposed to toss that thing out after wearing it for a couple times. I keep one in every car that I have, and in every car we also have hand sanitizer. Remember what's going on? We also have hand sanitizer in every car, lotion, because the hand sanitizers, it dries out your skin. And I have a shitload of hand sanitizer because I want to introduce some of y'all to somebody that y'all might not know, and I know her because I'm on Joey's channel all the time. This is my friend
Hey,
Hillary. Hey, what's going
so
on?
not much.
Ain't
This is
nothing.
my Sunday at home look, so don't judge.
Hey, that's all right. We all have a look now because of the fact
Yeah,
that you ain't doing anything. Where I'm at, there's nothing going on. Susan, hey Susan, there's nothing really going on as far as like hairdressers and hair salons and things like that. So everybody trying their best to do things at home,
Yeah, I mowed the lawn this morning. Now I look like a lobster, so that's cute.
You mowed your lawn?
Yeah.
We did a little yard work yesterday, and grilled out for the kids. Put the kids in the pool. My grandson, he's hooked on fragrances though.
Really?
So he found. Yeah, he oh my God. I'm gonna have to put a video out of him just every time he finds a bottle of cologne, he opens up the box and he takes it out and he lifts his head up and he's trying to spray it. I mean, he's only he's 16 months.
Yeah.
16 months, man. So he's already in the game, But
my 3-year-old is obsessed with fragrances too. Yeah. He likes to pick fragrances out of my cabinet, and he has really expensive taste. So
well, I'm thinking about your collection. I'm pretty sure he does.
It's my fault, I'm sure.
You better have a nice budget because that thing is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I work my ass off, thankfully. So
I seen that van of yours. Jesus Christ, that's a big van.
Yeah, it costs more than a house. So
that's your own business then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have a business partner, but right now he spends most of his time babysitting my kiddo and his kids since there's no daycare.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you came on because one of the things that we wanted to talk about, and I'm waiting for the guys to get here. They all said they was popping on. They're going to pop on as soon as they get home. Yeah. But one of the things that we was talking about throughout the week was, sharing ideas about financing, especially in today's time. And I have a friend of mine that's a financial advisor. He's going to pop on a little later, around like 7:30ish my time, or 7:45. Mm-hmm. And then I want to try to get George back on to talk about business and how hopefully people can, after we come out of this thing, and there's going to be a point in your life where you can, or opportunity in your life where you can jump out there and actually start your own business. So I want to try to broaden it out and just let people know, there's other things than just let's talk about fragrance. Let's talk about other things too, because right now we all need each other's ideas and mine. If you know somebody, put them on and let them talk about certain things. So I'm glad you popped on because that's one of the things we want to talk about is like, small businesses, Yeah, so how is it going on how is it going on for you right now with business?
Well, so I just was allowed to start up again on Monday. Mm-hmm. So honestly, I have more business than I know what to do with. I mean, like I've gotten tons of angry messages about people not being able to get in. And I was like, there's only so many hours in a day. Mm-hmm. And, my books, I'm already booked out for the year normally. Because people book in advance, they go on recurring schedules. So all those missed appointments, I've scooted into any room that I could have possibly had. So, I'm scheduled for 6 or 7 days every week, just depending on the week. I try to give myself 1 day off every other week. And yeah, I'm just like, I can only groom so many in a day, especially since, my business partner has to be home and watching kids. So it's all solo, but luckily people are tipping like crazy. Like people are very understanding and generous right now. Like I got a $200 tip on Saturday and I was like, well, that's going to pay a bill. So
yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, again, it's now, and I'm sure some of the guys probably gonna have the same questions when they pop on with you. Mm-hmm. But what made you jump out there and do this on your and actually get your partner and y'all starting this company? What made y'all start?
So, I've been grooming now for 10 years. And I've taught, I've traveled, I do a whole bunch of, education stuff for grooming too. And it kind of just seemed like the next step, I guess. My option was kind of to take over the school, which, I'm not really sure that I'm ready to do because I can't, it's hard to focus that much time on running a school right now, or to start my own business. So I had managed a number of salons in the area. And so my name was most people already know my name in my state for grooming. So luckily clients came really quickly once I started my actual business. So I never had to advertise, which is nice because I literally drive like a mobile billboard. So that's kind of convenient too. But
yeah, I commend most of you guys that actually start this. I work for my part-time job. I work for this guy that has multiple multiple businesses, and he's so busy it's ridiculous because he has so much other things going on. Him and his family has a winery.
Oh wow.
They also have a distribution company for local newspapers around here, which is where I work for part time. And then he also has a DJ and like a wedding planning company as well.
Okay.
So he's been doing a lot of business. It's like, going forward, how you gonna manage all of it, because like you things and schedules had to be pushed back, like all his weddings and things like that had to be pushed back because of what was going on.
That's so much lost money too.
Yeah.
Do you know Michael Dinsmore from Making Sense?
Yep.
Yeah, I know he was really stressing out because all of those deposits that people had put, he was refunding deposits. Plus he lost the final gig, and I was like, that is an insane amount of money to have to give up.
Yeah, it sucks so bad. It sucks right now, but again, you got people that can sustain what's going on, but then you have when you're relying on a business like that where you're doing photography and things like that, and then you have to dump all that money back. It's tough. It's going to be tough, and I know it's probably hitting them pretty hard. Mike don't live too far from me. I think he lives maybe like an hour and 10 minutes away from me. So we're planning on trying.
What state are you in? Are you in Jersey?
I'm in Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been to Connecticut. I got married in DC originally because it was before before it was legal in Kentucky when I got married. But, yeah,
that's people that just don't better. Love is love.
Yeah. Thank you.
Love is love. So you won't get those, I ain't gonna say idiots, but just people that has that old mind, that old mentality and old thinking,
Hi, Mr.
Keith,
Cheap
what's going on?
What up?
What's going on?
You know to it?
You know Hillary, right?
I don't know her personally, but I've seen a few of her videos.
Yeah. You know what's funny? She jumped. She popped on as soon as I started, and me and her started talking, and she's exactly the person, one of the people that we want definitely on, because of the fact that she has her own business, her and her partner, and I was just asking her about what made her start doing it, and I'm pretty sure Keith's gonna have some questions for you. Trust me, when it comes to business, because we've been talking all week about things like that, and one of the things that he wants to do is actually start his own business at some point as well too. So
Keith, your beard is majestic. That is like the most beautiful beard I've ever seen.
Thank you.
I bet that's why he was away for a little while. He was probably massaging it, talking to it, and things like that. He got to do a lot of.
You got to do what you got to do, okay?
You got to do a lot of things. Yep. Well, Keith,
I know Keith through Matt from Georgia Gent.
Yeah.
Matt's good. Yeah, Matt's good too. All right, so I got my friend Jay is gonna jump on. I'm sending him the link right now, and hopefully he'll be jumping on pretty soon. I don't know. There's another person here. Let me see what this is.
Oh, hey guys. Him. Hello.
Hey.
Yep.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt the little spit roast here between this white woman and two big black guys with big cocks.
I don't know who that person was, but he's definitely off the chat. That's why he hit it. That was odd.
That was new.
Yeah. That was odd.
Definitely see a bunch of weirdos in FragCon, man.
Yeah, I see. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, that was new.
Sorry.
Hey man, sorry we offended you, Gary, whoever you was. Sorry we offended you for talking about real life and actually coming together and not separating ourselves, Jim R got something for you, Keith. He said you the king of the beards.
Yeah, and Robes 08 shaved his off. So like
he did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he had to shave it off for work. So who else even has a beard in FragCon right now?
Wow.
I guess the Big Beard Business probably has a beard. I mean, like,
yeah, you know, he started. I think he started. He actually started years and years, I mean, moons ago. I think when he first came out, he was he did only did beard videos. Like he, you know, told you how to maintain your beard and things like that. That's how he really got started. And then all of a sudden, he just fragrances. Yeah, he was big in the beard game.
I haven't seen any of his recent videos, not since he was moving to Tennessee, I think. And he was doing a lot more on his other channel, the like the lifestyle channel.
Yeah, with him and his family. Yeah, he actually put out quite a few videos recently about, you know, he had a challenge recently about 4 fragrances per house, and it was pretty. It was a lot of people jumped on that in that challenge. I did a challenge with it. Quite a few jumped in.
Cool.
But he's been doing videos like every day. I mean, every day, because you know, he's quarantined too, so
yeah,
he's putting out videos almost every single day. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Just got a text from my friend. He's gonna be jumping on soon. Hopefully that it won't. You know, I get the right person on this time instead of that person that popped in. Huh?
Yeah. So Keith, you said you were going to start a business. What's your line of work?
Well, I actually was gonna start my own landscaping thing. I mean, it's not anything different than anybody else is doing, but I at least want to do something on my own instead of being somebody else's slave the rest of my life.
Yes. Yeah,
that's really the whole. Let's start from the beginning here. What made me actually have this notion to do this live stream is I work for a lumber a hardware store. It's called Coastal Hardware, and I work in the wood yard, and I'm a forklift operator. And sometimes I have to go on deliveries to help, you know, deliver windows and doors and stuff like that. And the island where actually Matt lives is not too far from where I work.
Oh, okay.
So we were actually way on a section of the island that I have never been on before. And I've been living here since I was like 13 years old, and I've never been on this side of the island. It's called the Hamptons. And I've seen mansions around here before. I've seen big houses, but it was just something. I told Sam this the other day. I actually called him and told him this. I said I was on that side of the island, and something just caught my attention as we was passing all these big mansions and big houses. And I was like, man, like you really sat around and just wasted, because I'll be 43 in December. I wasted a lot of years standing still.
Yeah.
And that's actually what made me come up with the notion to have people like you on, entrepreneurs, people who've been through the financial, you know, situations, and they're well off now. And just to bring you guys on and let y'all give that knowledge back to us so we'll know. Because it's never too late. Even though I'll be 43, it's still not too late.
Yeah, it's never too late. There are definitely so many challenges with starting a business. I know that there were days where I only had like one meal a day because I was like doing everything I could to save up the money that I needed for my down payments and, you know, to pay for my business licenses and all of that kind of stuff. But eventually it pays off. I think one of the hardest things was learning how to market myself to people who would pay the prices I want, because most people, when they open a business, they want to give out deals so they can get more clientele. But then you're stuck with all these people that are used to having these cheap prices, but they still expect the same level of work. And that's just not profitable, and it's just not smart. And so I definitely had that issue in the beginning. And I've had to raise my prices 3 or 4 times since then. But yeah, eventually you kind of get used to, like sometimes I'll dress nicer than what an average groomer will dress like, just so I can give away the appearance of being a luxury service. Even if I'm going to get pooped on, you know, I will still try to look the part of the clientele that I want to attract. So.
Got you. Wow.
Well, when you were in, let's just say, high school, did you know in high school, or was it sometime after
what your plan
was going to be?
No, I went to college. I double majored in pre-medicine and sign language interpreting. So I made it 3.5 years through college. I had a full ride for for the education part, but I had to pay the difference between in-state and out-of-state tuition. So I was working as a dog bather to pay the difference. And I realized it took, unfortunately, 3.5 years to get the idea that I liked working with animals better than I liked the shit I was going to school for. So yeah, that was a lot of money wasted, but oh well. So then I ended up going to grooming school, and even then I wasn't sure that it was what I was going to do forever, because a lot of groomers burn out after 5 years. But I guess I got lucky and I got good at it, and saw that eventually it was something that people trusted me with their pets over somebody else, and that's kind of what fueled me wanting to have my own business. That, and I really hated when other people were telling me how many dogs I should groom in a day. And I was like, do you have any idea how hard this is or how heavy this dog is? Like, maybe you should do it yourself. Don't tell me how to do it. So, yeah, I like being my own boss.
How long have you had your business?
4.5 years. It'll be 5 years in October. And I'll have the van paid off in October too. So,
damn, that's good.
Because the van was about $120,000, I think. So, and I pay like $1,600 a month on it. So
wow.
It sucks balls. Honestly.
Yeah.
Now you do all the accounting and stuff yourself, or you have somebody that helps you with that part of it as well?
I do most everything myself. As far as taxes at the end of the year, I sometimes will have somebody look over them once I finish. But I am OCD about keeping every receipt for everything that I do. Even my so everything that I wear can be considered uniform. So if I have to buy new work shoes, I save my receipt for my work shoes. Every apron, every pair of pants that gets peed on, I'll save receipts. And so you just kind of have to be obnoxious and have a bunch of storage for receipts, because I still have receipts from a couple years ago, because they can still audit you back. I think they can go back 3 years or something.
Yeah, they can. Yep, 3 years.
Yeah, so they can still go back and audit. So I just keep everything, and just to cover my booty.
Okay. Yeah. What about the financial aspect of it? Did you talk to an advisor, or you just started doing everything yourself?
I did a lot of winging it and Googling, which probably isn't the best way to do it. So luckily, the company who I bought my grooming van through set up a lot of things, and would kind of put me in contact with a financial advisor. And they're the people also that set up my graphics and that sort of thing. So they took care of a lot of it. But as far as going and doing my business license and stuff, that was just, I Googled it for whatever the rules are in your state. And then I went to the offices and just filled out the paperwork there. So, I think the first thing was, did I do the business? I think I did the business license first, and then went and got my bank account, because until you have that, you really can't do much of anything and start saving up your stuff for your business. So I think that was my first step that I did, was that way all of my stuff could be tracked for taxes.
Wow.
Okay.
Man, you do a lot, and you got a little one.
Yeah, and he's watching. I think he's watching Scooby-Doo right now, eating so many chips, like worst mom ever.
My granddaughter was just watching the new Scooby-Doo movie. I'm like,
is it Scoob? I've seen the ads, and I keep seeing it, and I'm like, okay, I cannot let Finn see this ad, because I do not want to pay $25 on Vudu to have this movie.
It was $20. It was $20 for us to rent it, and we have it until I think Monday night at 7. Yeah. We have it until so, but she liked it. I mean, I fell asleep on it, but she liked it, so that's all that mattered. As long as we kept her and my grandson quiet, we was good. So.
As long as it's quiet, that's like my my motto.
Yep, as long as they're quiet, we know they're good. I mean,
shut your damn mouth, put some food in it. That's enough.
Too quiet is bad, but quiet enough is good. Yeah, but I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Keith.
No, first I was gonna say shout out to Uncommon Sense. He's a newbie to the game, and I've been trying to show love to all the new jacks coming in. I talk to a lot of these people through the comment section. I show support to him. So shout out to Uncommon Sense.
Yeah, he's I seen him pop up on a couple of my reviews.
He has an awesome channel name, and I like his image.
Yeah, that image is dope.
That's dope.
Yeah. I like that too. But yeah, he's hopefully, most of these guys stay in the game. Don't run away. Don't get discouraged. Just stay on. Okay, Jay said he having trouble getting connected. Hold on, let me see if I can get him. You guys can chat real quick. Let me try to get him connected to it.
I'll be sure to follow Uncommon Sense when I get off of here in a little bit.
Trying to get him connected again. Let me see. Just one more time.
So, did you have? I know some people talk about like a 5-year plan. Did you have like a 5-year plan? Did you like at some point see yourself and be like,
my 5-year plan?
Where do I want
to
to be in
like
3
my
years?
5-year plan was not to be whoring myself out on the street corner to pay my bills. So okay. I just didn't want to live in a ditch. Yeah. No, I didn't really have a 5-year plan. I mean, like, I knew that my van payment was going to be, it was a 5-year loan. So literally I just hoped that I was going to have it paid off in time and that I wasn't going to have to like sell something that I already owned in order to cover any of the monthly payments, that sort of thing. Before I started, I made sure I had 3 months worth of my loan payments already set back, as well as my down payment, just in case I was, struggling to make that. And it was hard. It was really, really hard the first few months. I literally would park the van outside of Kroger and play video games like on a Saturday and a Sunday when all the soccer moms are at Kroger. Yeah. Like, and I went to the rich Krogers, like, I went to the fancy ones and parked my ass out there and played video games in the van the whole time. Just like hoping that somebody would see it and be like, well, that's a neat idea. Yeah. And then I would drive around the fancy neighborhoods too, hopefully just hoping I didn't look like I was stalking or anything. I probably did. Oh well.
did you post like your ads and like your local like the like every community has like that free newspaper that is delivered every week? Like,
yeah, I actually didn't. I didn't do that. I did do one thing with what was it? It was like the local basketball team. They have like this coupon book thing or something, and like they would put your ad in it and hand it out. Yeah. So I did that, I think, after I had already been open for a year. But yeah, I don't think I did any other advertising just besides driving around. But the good thing is about the service industry is that word of mouth is so much better than advertising, because if you do a damn good job on somebody's yard, they're going to tell somebody. And yeah. So that's the biggest thing for me. And like, every time somebody wants a new appointment, they'll be like, so and so referred me. And it's basically how all my clients come, is by referral. So
okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Just make sure you do a bomb ass job landscaping and you'll get plenty of clients. Yeah.
I think the main thing for me, once I get my truck, I got to get my truck back running again. My transmission gave out. But, finding equipment isn't a problem.
Right.
It's finding help, because not everybody has the same work ethic.
No, they never do.
Nobody wants to work. Everybody wants to either let the government take care of them. The guys want some female to take care of them, or they mama and daddy taking care of them. They don't want to work. They just want money to go, smoke dope or buy beer or whatever they're going to do with it. And then the next 2 days, you might not even see them again until they need more money. Then they want to come back to work.
And they want to work.
Yeah. Nobody's ever going to care as much as you do.
Yeah.
Nah.
Especially
when it's not theirs. If it's theirs, they care. If it's not theirs, they're there for the first paycheck. They're going to show their ass. They're going to work hard. After that, you're pretty much going to be on your own, especially if it's something like Hill said, they have to care. If they don't care about it, then it's not theirs. They don't, that's your name, not theirs. You know what I'm saying? They can get along more themselves and start it right after. So.
And it's also hard to rely on family too, because they're gonna feel like they deserve more, you know, for being family, or they feel like they're being treated unjust just because we can. Like, no, you're gonna get treated like everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean,
my little sister helped. Sorry, go ahead.
I had a contractor here. They was doing they remodeled our bedroom and did the floors, new paint, new window panes, everything. Ceiling fan, everything. They did the works. And the whole time, we're dealing with the contractor who got the job, who we know. It's his partner, sneakily be like, I do painting on my own, like throwing jabs. Like, I mean, this man just give you work. This man gave you work, and you going behind his back to try to get your own little thing going on. This is stuff you got to worry about as well. Like, okay, that's not yours, but damn, he getting you. Be loyal to the man that's actually putting a few dollars in your pocket. Yeah. But that's not how it is these days. Man. Everybody is a dog eat dog world. Everybody out for themselves. So that's the thing you got to worry about as well. For the first year, you might have to do it alone. Go out there and right now, I mean, Hills is telling me right now because her business partner, do other things to help out the situation. She's doing most of the grooming herself, and she's already booked out a year in advance. So for that first year, Keith, you get it started, and I know you're going to get it done. You might be out there doing it by yourself. You know what I'm saying, and humping and doing all these yards. You might have to do 3 or 4 by yourself in that one day. But that's your business.
Just make sure you charge your worth for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Get what you get what you think you're worth.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's saying he can't connect. I'm gonna see if I can get him a phone call because he can't connect to it.
So you do live in Georgia, Keith?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately. Is it toasty down there right now?
Yeah, it's been, well, the past few weeks has been kind of nice. I don't know what's been going on out in the ocean area, but it's been kind of nice. It's been a little breezy at times. It's cool mornings, hot afternoons, but it's been nice.
Yeah, it got really hot here yesterday. And and I was out grooming, and my air conditioning is out in my van, so I was like dying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Hill?
Well, I live in Kentucky right now, Lexington.
Okay,
Yeah.
You're in Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm from Ohio originally.
We're pretty much in the same area. Yeah. Ohio, okay. Yeah. I love Ohio, especially Cincinnati.
Yeah, so I'm from a small tobacco farming town, probably 2 hours east of Cincinnati, literally in the middle of nowhere. Like my graduating class had about 40 students in it. So
wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right.
So I grew up on a farm and doing.
So how far are you from your hometown from where you at now in Kentucky?
About 2.5, almost 3 hours, kind of.
So you like northern Kentucky area or something like that?
Middle of Kentucky, basically. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because whenever we go to Cincinnati, because my son was playing ball at University of Cincinnati, so we used to be there all the time. Like the last 3 years, they're almost, at least 3 or 4 times a year. And I used to always visit northern Kentucky because they had this huge package store out there. And we used to always go there so I could bring something back for the guys here to try. That was different because we don't have, for some reason, Kentucky is like the birthplace of all the alcohol in the world. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I live, I think within probably 30 minutes, there are at least 10 distilleries. There is bourbon galore here. So, yeah. And I groom some of the dogs for the people who own the different distilleries. So I get some free bourbon on occasion. It's kind of nice. Yeah. Or at least tipped in booze. Yeah.
I like that.
Have you ever heard of Pappy Van Winkle?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got tipped a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle for Christmas last year.
Are you serious? What did you do with it?
Fucking drink it.
You did?
I was like, I could have this on a shelf, or I could drink this bitch.
Because those things are worth, the money people pay for those bottles is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's sad because I remember one time there was a package store around, this huge package store around here. it was times where they was wiping the dust off them things, the things on the shelf, and like nobody bought them.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, no one can find them anymore, and now you're spending like $3 or $4 grand for a bottle of Pappy. I'm like, I mean, come on, like, Pappy Van Winkle,
even so, like Weller and Buffalo Trace, you know, they all come from the same distillery.
Right.
Like you can't get any of them anymore, and it was just all of a sudden when people realized that it was kind of good.
Yeah, because I was trying to get a bottle of Elma tea, and I was searching for that thing and searching, I couldn't find it. And then a friend of mine wound up finding like 3 or 4 bottles, and by the time I found out about it, they was already gone. I'm like, "Are you serious?" He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Damn, you weren't supposed to drink stuff like that. At least save one bottle."
Yeah.
But
so there's actually like there's Facebook pages for here in Lexington, and it's just for bourbon hunting. So the second like a truck gets to a store, somebody alerts the people on this bourbon hunting site, and you go get it and hope that you get there in time. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, it's like Pokemon hunting but better.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we were searching for that thing high and low, you know, and we cannot get to it, you know. But at some time this year, I'm hopefully someone will come across a bottle and shout me out, and I'll go ahead and get. Hold on, we got a troublemaker on right now.
Hey,
no, he called me the troublemaker.
What are you talking about, kid? You know that you're a troublemaker, man.
Dude, we just have.
I can accept it. Ain't no big deal to me.
Yeah, same here. Anyway.
People love, for some reason, people just love to hate me. I don't know why. I haven't done anything to anybody, but they just hate me.
I'm jealous.
You can borrow it.
Sorry?
I say you can borrow it.
Yeah, that's pretty hoarse, pretty thick.
We're gonna make some t-shirts, man, and market the t-shirts with that with just the beard on it, man. You know, just had a beard on the t-shirt.
You know what? I believe
I think that's the basketball
like that anyway.
Huh?
I think I've seen shirts like that anyways, to be honest with you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
There's the basketball player. What's his name? That's called the.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, James Harden.
Yeah.
James Harden, yeah.
That's a good beard too.
Oh,
Is that the guy who played for the Houston Rockets?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. That's him.
Let me show you.
He's actually a good. He's actually a pretty decent. My son trained with him this past summer in Arizona, and you know, he's definitely he's with the young guys that's just coming in. I mean, he got so much money, he don't care, but he take care of a lot of guys down there. When they come in, they work out with him. He actually take them under their wing and, you know, look out for them the whole time of the day. I think he was there for like a month, and
so he's like a role model in a sense.
Yeah, he's definitely good dude. You know, can't play no damn defense, but he's all right.
Let me show y'all what a subscriber did a while back for me. His name Darrell Bartlett, and he made this.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool as hell, man.
So Keith, you should get that as your channel thumbnail or something like that.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
As an intro screen or something.
Yeah,
he made me
I hope Keith's wearing pants, man.
I think he was.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was on Drive, and what's
made me this hat.
That's the
That's
same guy.
so cool.
Yeah, he sent me that too.
I need friends like this.
Subs, man, he got the coolest damn subs. That guy don't do nothing. He don't have to do nothing, man. His subs do everything for him. He good. He do your subs is dope, man.
See, I have a nerdy channel. How many nerds are gonna be out there doing that?
You might get a few.
I would say probably more on the artsy fartsy maybe type.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get a few.
Yeah.
My channel is just, you know, we just talk and little hip hop in there, and that's it.
Yeah, get the servers like me and Keith on. So.
Huh? Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's why I was happy when Hills popped on. I'm like, I didn't want her to jump on for a minute, and I'm glad she did, because we had some conversations about some things earlier before you jumped into that. I don't know how long hearing it, but we was talking about business and stuff like that. Because going forward, you want to know what you're doing with your finance and all the other stuff like that. I mean, I know you've been working the whole time. Both Keith, you, Chad, myself, we've been working pretty much the whole time. Hills have too. But going forward, we was trying to give some people some type of information that they can use going forward on how they can either start a business, what they should do with their finance. And I was trying to get my finance guy on. He said he can't connect. He's saying something about they telling him to start a YouTube channel before he can log in, and he ain't do that yet. So he said he might have to come by next week. So he probably won't be on today. But anyway, we was talking about business and finance, and that's mainly what the chat was supposed to be about today. And you know what people should be doing with their stimulus check, or how they should be going about their finances moving out of this thing when we finally get back to normal.
Financial responsibility is on one person, you.
That's true.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
Yeah, like if you're struggling and let's say you got like 2 jobs, 3 jobs to make ends meet, I understand. You know, you can't. There's probably not a lot of wiggle room to save money, but there is a lot of commercialism in this community. Same with other communities, like the watch community, the cigar community. But like if I lost my job, I would completely stop buying fragrances. I would sell a lot of my collection.
Right.
I'm kind of old school that way though. Financial responsibility.
But that's why I said like financing and fragrances, especially when you're a collector, kind of go hand in hand. Because I mean, if you was to put a value on your collection out right now, what would you think that would be? And how much would you think will happen? You know, you get what I'm saying? I know he'll smile already.
I was like, oh crap. So many money.
The amount of money we spend on financing can easily pay off probably the majority of your debt if you have reasonable credit cards and not something extravagant.
I find that a lot of us are, as collectors, we spend a lot of money on it because we're passionate about it. So what I did was I tried to also make myself be passionate about my budget and my future. So I kind of try to look at it as a challenge. Like, okay, well, I've made this much money, so first, I want to make sure that I'm going to take care of a bill, pay off some debt, and I try to leave that as a challenge to kind of keep myself going forward. Because otherwise, I probably would just be like throwing money out on fragrances. But I had to make my budget also be a passion for me.
So to be like what Cardinal Floral says, man, I'm one of these big shot callers that would give up most of these guys wouldn't, but I would give up my fleet for Ferraris.
I've never smelled a Ferrari fragrance. No, I've never seen them in a store before.
Where are you from?
I'm in Kentucky.
Yeah, you should have some Marshalls and some Rosses in your area. Well, I guess it depends.
Yeah, we have Marshalls and Rosses. I guess I probably haven't checked in the men's section.
I don't know if they would have the Essence line though, like the Bright Neroli, the Noble Figs. I know that they would have the Scuderia Blacks, the Ferrari Reds. I know that they would have those.
I feel like I've seen like the Ford Mustang fragrance.
Ross is probably the only place I've ever seen Ferraris. I never see them at like TJ Maxx or Marshall.
The only thing that my Rosses has ever had are those Cuban cigar things that Joey Cannoli likes to wave around. Yeah. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, it kind of looks like something else. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Joey be holding
that's
up.
That's why
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Essence line in the store at all. No.
They're up here at our at our Hudson's Bay company, which is kind of like Macy's. I don't know if they sell them at Macy's at all, but I bought all mine except for maybe 2 online.
So is Essence like an upper tier of the Ferrari? Is that what you're saying?
Supposedly. So like you have the Scuderia line, which is like super cheap. Then you have the Essence line, which is a lot more luxurious. Like it's better smelling, I would say, but it's still very, very affordable.
Nice.
So think of like something like the Scuderia line, which is $20. The Essence line is $30.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah,
but I guess it would kind of be their luxury line in a sense. But I heard that they stopped producing fragrances as a whole.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, that's what I heard from a subscriber. So everything that like what's out there now, that's it.
Are they going to start back up after quarantine, or are they just done?
No, just completely like they're discontinuing every fragrance related thing. So
Oh, wow.
that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I know that some things like Silver Essence, the Ferrari Oud, oh Lord, there's another one. It's discontinued. Like it's hard to come by.
That
Wow.
sucks.
Was that good?
No, I'm not into oud, but it's not. It's wearable for me, but it's not something that I would want in my collection. Keith, you
I
got that
love some
one, don't
oud.
you?
Huh?
You got that one, don't you? The Ferrari Essence oud?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got Bright Neroli and Radiant Bergamot and the Noble Fig, and I got the Scuderia for Scuderia. I had a few other ones, but I got rid of them.
I'm gonna get.
I think I have maybe like 7 bottles of a Ferrari.
So Barry
Yeah,
mentioned Bentley Fragrances. I've heard Bentley for Men Intense is really good. Is it like legit good that I should just blind buy it?
Nah, it's legit. It's legit good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say
It's-
it's way better quality than Ferrari.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their quality is ridiculous. Like,
That's a grown man scent.
yeah,
So like Ferrari has a whole bunch. Like you got Black Signature, you got the regular black. You also got these two, which are coming a little bit harder to find. Keith, if
Yeah, I
you
haven't seen
can this one, you'll like this one, Keith. I guarantee you, if you can get it. It's
yeah, I
Ice
got
one is
that.
that?
Right there.
Red Power Ice 3.
That's a lot of names.
But it's nice. It's really good. It's real good. I had that one right there. I had to break that thing out.
Bentley is a better quality company, I would say.
Yeah.
What's a fragrance
Bentley-
that you guys are excited to wear in the heat for the summer?
Imperial. Millesime Imperial for me.
Nice.
I got bougie all of a sudden.
Yeah, I was just like not even on the phone with it.
You know, I like that one, but this one right here by Al Harden is super good, man. And you can't really find it too much. It's either it's called Silver now, but this what is it called? Otelis by Al Harden. This is so good in the summertime. It's ridiculous, but you have to control your sprays because it's long lasting and it can get away from you if you spray too much. But that was I can't wait to crack that one out.
Do you think that would be unisex? Sorry,
Harry?
I was asking him if he thought that fragrance would be unisex or if it was more masculine.
Yeah. Because it smells like green Irish tweed.
Oh, okay.
And it rounds down to something more or less like a little bit more earthier, a little sweet on top of that. But that's really, really good. I got so many around here.
2 underrated ones are these ones here. Dolce & Gabbana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have these ones, Keith or Sam? They're from the Anthropology line.
Nah, I seen that, and
I ain't made it big time like that yet.
Sorry?
You said he didn't make it.
I said I'm not big time like that yet.
Oh shit, man! These are super affordable. Okay,
This is
now,
gonna be my
how much they
summertime
run?
go-to right here. This is my summertime go-to right here, Hills.
Is that Colonia Essenza? Or what is that one?
Intensa.
Intensa.
Yeah.
I'm just writing shit down. You know.
This one right here is so good. It's so good. Somebody asked me, was Cristobal worth it? Man, listen, if you can find Cristobal, go get it. Oh, this is so good. This is elegance. This is
Hey, that Aramis that I found today, Sam.
Devin?
You've heard of that? You've heard of that before?
Yeah, I heard of it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well,
but
what about you, Chad? Have you heard of that before?
Chad,
You.
have you heard of Aramis Devin?
No, I heard of the Aramis, but just not that one.
Yeah, I found it today, but I didn't buy it. I saw a video on it. It was one video on YouTube, and it was like a super old prehistoric video.
Yeah.
What's it called? I'll look it up.
It's called Aramis Devon.
Aramis 7?
Devon.
Devon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Aramis Devon.
I
think what I can show Hills. Oh, I got something for you. That's pretty.
I'm looking for the review, but Aramis Devon review.
Yeah.
So when P says it's an old video, how old are we talking about here?
It looked like a pretty old video. You don't even see the guy's face. He's just talking about the fragrance.
Well, okay, wait. Does he just have it on a table type of thing?
Yeah.
That's Max. That's Maximilian. He never shows his face. He's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah, I don't even know who he is. I just typed it in, and that's what popped up.
Oh, he lives in New York City.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Who is this?
Maximilian Huesler.
Oh yeah, Max. Oh, that's what video you watched? It was Max?
I'm guessing.
Yo, Max be having some stuff, man, that if he buy it, he likes it. Or he gonna tell you the truth about it and say to you it ain't worth it.
Hey Keith, I'm gonna send you the link through Facebook. Let me know if that's the one, okay? If that's the video you're talking about.
So I just searched for it on Fragrantica, and the first review that comes up is trying Aramis Devon in the year 2020 is like opening a dusty textbook on your father's bookshelf titled Men's Fragrances from the Past.
It's old school. It's old school, and it's but what I'm saying is strong, Keith. It's real strong. Like that line, that particular line, because they had like 900 and all them other ones. Like you have to know what you buying when you buying that fragrance, because it's one of those old school powerhouses. Is that?
I just sent you a message through Facebook. Let me know if that's the video you're talking about.
I'm trying.
It won't even let me open it. It won't let me open it because I'm on.
Okay, I see you're just reading it now.
Yeah.
So Hills, you trying to find something for the summertime?
Yeah, I'm a season freak. I like to find something for the next season always. It's probably not healthy, but I just like to find new things that I haven't gotten a chance to smell.
Oh, okay.
Do you like somewhat green fragrances?
I love green. I like vegetal even. I like fruity. I like almost anything but an overdose of ambroxan, because ambroxan gives me pretty bad headaches if it's too strong. I'm sorry, say that again.
Have you ever smelled Vintage Green by Banana Republic?
Yes, I have that one.
That stuff is phenomenal to me.
Zegna, do you like fig notes?
I do like fig. I've never smelled a Zegna fragrance before.
Zegna Z Milan.
What was it? Zegna what?
Z Milan.
Okay.
Don't wait too long. They're a limited edition.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still available.
Sorry, I've got my kid's asking for a different show. I need a different show like Fireman Sam.
Is that the video that you were talking about?
It won't let me open it because I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay.
She'll drop out. She'll probably pop back on soon.
I tried to open it. It won't let me open it.
If I play it, will you recognize the voice?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Still love the Aramis hair gel. When I worked a little bit on Wall Street and in real estate, I would
that's Max.
I would get that Aramis hair gel from Bloomingdale's and slick my hair back.
Is that the one?
Is that the beginning of the video?
Well, it's pretty much the beginning of the video, but in the beginning, the guy has this.
Yeah, he started off with hip hop.
I don't think that's the video.
Okay, because when it comes to just putting something on the desk, never showing his face, that's Max. Nobody knows what he really looks like.
No.
Yeah, this video, it looks like it just looks like a video that was made in like the 80s or something like that.
Okay,
the
maybe
background of it.
Because Max's videos are pretty, I don't want to say basic, but like he just pretty much he's about the artistry. He's not all about. the fancy cuts and edits and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
So I think
I'll watch it. Once the live is over, I'll watch it.
Okay, I think Max just films on his iPhone or whatever he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, this video looked like it was made in like the 80s or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that.
I don't
Max
think he do too
hasn't
much
done anything else
more.
in a while, though.
Yeah, I'll probably just have to find it and send you the link.
I'm looking for it too.
Yeah, when I looked it up, it was the very first video that popped up on my screen. Everything else that came up, it was talking about Aramis, but it was like the newer Aramis stuff.
Because the only one that I could think of when you're talking about you only see the bottle, that's only Max.
Yeah.
Max or Greggy Boy.
Yeah. Those are the two that does that. This is when Hill said she likes what you said, vegetable scents.
Yeah,
too?
vegetable. Mm-hmm.
There you go, right there.
What's that? What is that?
This is by Juke, and it's called
Okay.
What About Adam?
What about
This
Adam?
thing right here is so freaking good. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of hard to find, but you can find it, and it's really, really good. It's called What About Adam?
I feel like
you go
most other girls aren't into weird vegetal stuff, but it smells like home. That sounds really stupid, but yeah.
This is good. It has like a tomato leaf, but it's like a sweet. It's so good. Who's Scentland? Chris Scentland. He did a video. He did a review of this right here. This is really good. He's the only one I know that did a video on this, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, Chris does a lot of different fragrances, things that really don't get much mention.
It's nice when people talk about fragrances that nobody else has talked about before.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yep. And I'm so sick of seeing all these videos, these top 10 lists, and it always got the same fragrances in them over and over and over. It's so annoying to me. But people are loving it. They keep watching the videos and they keep loving it.
That's because it's the popular stuff that gets the mention. That's what gets the views.
There you go, Barry.
But are you sure people are watching, or are those that computer generated view counter type of doohickey that's going on right now in the world?
No, I think those are genuine ones. Genuine views and likes.
Okay.
Hey, Russell.
All right. I'm sending him more because Hills and
Can you tell me that I don't appreciate the good imitation that he does of me when I'm hungry?
who Russ?
No, Hillary's son.
Oh my
gosh. That's how you sound sad.
He eats he is a bottomless pit. I have never seen a child eat this much. He's 3. The sperm donor was like 6'4", and Finn's like off the charts for height, and they're estimating that he could be like between 6'5" and 6'7". So I'm like, maybe it's just another growth spurt, but he's driving me crazy.
Right,
yeah, there's 7-footers in my family, so.
So there's 7 foot in your family?
My little brother is 6'7".
Wow.
My dad's sister was 6'2", which is pretty tall for a woman. And I have cousins that are in the 7 feet. So
how tall are you?
I'm 5'10", so I'm the short one.
You're not short by any means.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of trees in my family too. My kids are my height. I'm 6'4". I got a 15-year-old son. He looked me eye to eye. My daughter, she just graduated. She's 18 now, I think. She's my height, but they mama's short.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of uncles that were 6'11", 7 foot.
I bet you Sam is only 5'6".
No, I'm 5'9".
So I groom for a retired professional basketball player here in Lexington, and and so he actually all of the doors in his house are like taller, like they fixed all of everything's high in their house, and it's so crazy. And they told me the story. So they have 4 kids. They had actually had what is the thing called where guys can't get a woman pregnant? Where they, I don't know, what is that surgery? Vasectomy. So the guy had a vasectomy after the 3, and apparently he was playing in Turkey and he got kneed in the junk, I guess, really hard enough apparently to make it reconnect, and so his wife was preggo again, and like his vasectomy doctor was basically telling him that maybe she was sleeping around or something, but now that this 4th daughter is 6'3" herself, they obviously know that was not the case. Because
I'm 5'9", just since somebody's asking me. So.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, those things are not 100% either, though.
Yeah.
Those procedures not 100%. I know guys want to think that, but no, not 100%.
Whose dog? Oh, what kind of dog is that?
That's a standard poodle.
Oh,
so
okay.
Really scary. Yeah, I have 3 dogs though, but where are they? Yeah, that was the poodle. I have a standard poodle, a Havanese, and a boxer German Shepherd Great Dane mix. So
that last one, I think I can get along with.
Yeah, she's a big girl. She's my baby.
Big dogs are the only way to go.
Yeah, Frisbee she's probably 60 pounds though. My poodle, she's pretty big. And I mean, her giant top knot makes her look a little bit bigger.
Poodles are not for me, no offense.
Yorkies make good alarm dogs though. We have a Yorkie and he makes a hell of an alarm dog. Anybody go by the house, he's barking.
Oh God!
Small dogs, Sam. Small
dogs.
I see. I saw earlier today that I think it's Chris over at is it Motivated Living?
Yeah.
I think his dog is going through some health issues, and I don't think he's gonna make it either. Yeah, I watched that video earlier this morning.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I don't know if my notifications are turned on for him.
I think he said that this last video is probably gonna be his last one for a little while.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he said. He really taking it hard.
He does a lot of good stuff, man. If people really actually take the time and listen to him, like especially when he's doing his rides, he talks really good stuff, especially like mental health and things like that, man. I appreciate this channel. I appreciate this channel.
I do too. He's one really that's underrated and overlooked, man. Just like Civilized Redneck.
Yeah.
Him also.
Yeah.
Trey, he's overlooked.
Civilized Redneck's in my neck of the woods.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's starting to do more outdoorsy type stuff now. He's doing fishing videos, and I watched him kayaking here.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are now starting to do a little bit more than just sitting there and just talking about fragrances, man. There's a lot of other things going on that people are interested in, and it's just trying to find something that you could talk about that really keeps people's interest, because again, like you said, Keith, everybody's doing these top 10s, and I'm gonna tag this person, I'm gonna tag that person. Then you got clicks, and people get discouraged. So it's like, okay, let me just do something else too.
I did like 4 tag videos in the span of 2 weeks, and it's very frustrating because it's like when you get tagged, you feel like you should do it, otherwise it'll look bad on the other person or something.
Right.
And then you tag somebody, and they're not happy you tagged them, and I'm just like, well, fuck me, I can't seem to do it right. Like I didn't want to do this in the first place. So
yeah, I seen somebody's video, and it was like basically saying like, when you're doing these tag videos, ask that person first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but that's not what it's you want to the way it's always been. It's more or less like you tag a person and they see the video and they jump on them if they can. If they can't, you understand that they can't do it. It's not like you making them do it.
Mm-hmm.
Chad never
I think I tagged Eva in my the Sent Your Ride video thing, and she was not happy about it. And I was like, well, that's fine. You don't have to do the video. And she's like, oh, I'm doing it. And I was like, well, shit.
Eva who? There's a few.
Fragrance Test Tube Eva.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of tags myself. I used to, but I kind of feel like I want to do videos that I want to do. So I find that when people tag me, I feel like I have to do it. Most of the time I don't, but I did film one this past weekend. So
yeah, I usually see it as kind of filler. Sorry.
that's part of the reason why I don't tag anybody above me when it comes to subs, because a lot of them guys, they not saying that you're like that, Chad, but a lot of them guys feel like they just are above that. I see it.
Yeah, I know
They
what you
feel
mean.
like they're above doing it.
I know what you mean. I'm not saying yes or no, but I know what you mean. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm been around for a long time, but for me, like high school, I was not popular in high school whatsoever. So when it comes to like this fragrance community, I could like click it or kick it with the smaller channels, and I could kick it with the big channels.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I guess it's just because I've been around the block for so long.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You've been on the block.
Yes,
it just seems funny to me sometimes that certain people get the golden ticket, the golden pass, but then some of us get overlooked. Like, I feel like I'm a little overlooked at times, but I ain't gonna cry about it. It is what it is.
I feel the same way. I ain't gonna lie, but that's also ego talking too.
Yeah. I've been the same person since day one of me coming in here. I've never changed. Not one time.
You know,
attitude probably got a little worse.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I become a little disenchanted with the community at times. And I also don't meet when it comes to meeting people, I'll meet content creators. I don't really meet subscribers really anymore. It really has to every now and then I may, but I met 4 of them in around the Toronto area. Actually, well, I met probably a total of 8 or 9, but three or four of them turned out to be nothing but shit talkers.
Yeah, you missed it. The first
and
person.
You missed it again. Somebody came in and said something about some big cock or something. What they say?
Yeah, and it was like, I'm sorry to interrupt. They was like, I'm sorry to interrupt your talk. I'm gonna lie. I'll talk to you in a second, okay? They were saying how I'm sorry to interrupt the conversation between 2 big black guys and a white lady, but and your 2 big cocks and all some bullshit. I just X his ass out fast. You gotta go.
They didn't ask about how big my cock was, so I mean.
No, they didn't. Name though.
Huh?
What was the channel name?
It said Gary Jerry or something like that.
Jerry D?
Nah, it said like Jerry Gary or some bullshit like that.
I think I recognize Jerry D's voice.
Jerry D. He's good.
Yeah, nah, this was like, it said like Jerry, the name was said like Jerry Gary or something like that.
They kept their camera off too.
We didn't even see the person's face. It was a black screen and you could hear their voice. That's all you could hear.
Oh, so it wasn't in the comment section.
No, they actually came on.
Oh shit! And Chris Puffer's asking if I keep in touch with Rio Cappuccino. We here and there, maybe like every 6 months.
Rio Cappuccino. Why that name sound familiar?
Because he was from New York. He was Puerto Rican, but like super chilled. He had a hat on. He never really clicked with the New York guys, even though that we've asked him out to come out many times. He just kind of never really like he was cool, but he just never. Sorry?
What was the guy name that used to be on a long time ago? A Spanish kid from like, I think he was from New York at first, but now I think he moved to like Atlanta or something.
Are you talking about Joe Anthony?
Joe Anthony. What happened to him?
Joe came back. He put a video out maybe 2 days ago. Joe and I.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I talk to Joe Anthony like once a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's going through a lot of shit. So like his grandfather died right around Christmas time. He transferred jobs, then his mom's business, something to do with that. So he's been really busy. Plus, like, he pretty much sacrifices his free time and his life for his sister. He's kind of like the father figure for, his sister.
Wow.
Oh, I got you.
Jeez.
Yeah, I've been to Atlanta a few times, and whenever I go down, I meet up with Joe.
You know, somebody just asked about somebody else too. They said, my man's trying to be Bottom Note. What happened to Bottom Note? You know, what happened, dude? I like that guy's channel, man.
Dell, I think Dell
I
just
don't
became
even know
discontented.
Huh?
I say
think
I
Dell
don't even
just-
know Indian people.
Oh man.
Dell
Tell him about him.
discontented.
Yeah. He was. You could tell at the end, like he was not happy. Like he was going in. Like, and that's what I was saying about John Castro versus somebody that's really, really angry. Like Bottom Note was like he was pissed. Like he said some stuff at during his last video where he was going in on I think it was like Dua or something like that.
Yeah, no, yeah, he was saying that it was either Massam or maybe it was Handy from Alexandria, one or the other, where they're Muslim guys. So that he was saying like they're terrorists or something like that.
Yeah, he was. He
later apologized for that apparently.
Yeah, but he used to bring some stuff to the table that like I never seen before at times where I looked it up like I got to go get that. He was good.
He was pretty much the guy that introduced like graphics and like kind of like a funny perspective. Yeah,
because he did like a whole skit one time, and it was dope, man. I don't know whatever happened after that, and then I wished he came back, man. I wish he came back. Yeah. He was good for the community. Then
he added Facebook, but then he just never really came online. And Flex Your Face, I think that he just stopped. Like he just kind of like fell off.
Yeah. He was pretty good too. He did a lot of stuff on Moth and stuff like companies like that. Yep. He did a lot of stuff on them.
I heard that he was from Canada, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, he was like a mechanic too, right? Worked for like BMW or something like that. Yeah.
And when it comes, Centralized says, did anybody see Killa's video? Yeah, that was like brilliant. Killa is the king of cheese.
Yeah, what was that? He was talking about the way I took it was he was saying there's nothing different between buying Date for Men versus having Lamar, right?
Oh, I don't know. I was just laughing too hard.
Ultramall,
yeah.
Yeah, to me, they smell almost identical. I get that same kind of vibe from both of those fragrances. So I've said it in a video myself. I would much rather have Ultramall and spend less than to go buy Jeremy's version, which is what, $200 and something, $100 and something. Like that's ridiculous to me. And they smell almost the same.
It's a dirtier version, I find.
It's a what version?
I find it comes across as a dirtier version.
I know my man Jer from what's the two Fragrance Bro. Yeah, he did a video the other day on Date for Men, and he went in on him. Like it's like he didn't like it. He was like it's not worth it. But then Chris from Scentland did a whole thing about Jeremy the other day.
He's always had something against Jeremy. And Chris Toffer's asking about for it's pretty much Adrian Forever. It's I met Adrian when I was in Chicago 4 years ago. He is tall as fuck.
That's the guy with the high pitched voice, right?
No, but he's got glasses. He's he's half Puerto Rican, but he's kind of nerdy looking. But that dude, like, because I bought him a large T-shirt, like as like a Toronto Blue Jays or something like that. And he's like, "Oh, man, I haven't worn a large in like 10 years." He was like 6'7" or something like that. Big dude.
The guy I'm thinking about, this other guy, he was he had a high pitched voice, man, and he would do video. He almost sounded like my man from the Howard Stern show. High pitched Eric.
Oh, I can't think of it.
Damn. These guys
El Padrino.
These guys
Alexandria Boardroom is definitely good.
It is. I never smelled.
Yeah.
I have a
pecan of it.
Dua, Alexandria, Genre. I never smelled any one of those guys. Those fragrances. Any one of them.
Yeah, I reached out to Genre. They wasn't having it.
Nah.
They wasn't having it. No.
I'm just trying to. I can never catch up with that whole order thing, man. Like when should we order? Like I know he had one come up May 10th. That was Mother's Day, right? So it's like your mind ain't thinking about placing the order on that day. You know what I'm saying? Like you're thinking about other things other than placing that order. You know, so let me see what else. Let's see who else has some comments on here.
Hey Sam, I'm gonna send you a link of Agent Forever. Maybe that's the guy you're thinking of.
All right.
Stephen in the building was.
Steph, that link is out there, man.
Okay, Sam, I just sent it to you through Facebook.
Why didn't you just send it through my number, Chad?
Fuck, because I don't have my phone around with me, okay?
Jesus Christ. You always make things difficult.
These bitter ass people, huh? Jesus Murphy.
I'm saying, you're one of the few in this community that have my direct number. Like,
people, I tell you. And when I mean you people, I'm talking about everybody. Don't. What do you mean by that? Huh?
I'm saying out of all the community, out of everybody in the frag gun community, you, Keith, and Trey are the only three that has my and Israel are the only three that has my direct number. You could have sent the damn thing directly to my phone, but no.
So that I have to get my fat ass out of the chair, leave your presence, and get the phone.
Oh, I remember him now. That's the one you did the review of. You know why I bought Cartier's Pasha. I was going to get it anyway, but when I seen your review on Pasha Noir Edition Noir.
Okay.
You did that video with him.
Okay. No. I did Ferragamo. Well, I did Ferragamo Essenziale Colonia, I believe it was.
Okay.
Yeah, he pretty much stopped right around then.
I remember him.
What's going on, Stefan? What's going on, Stefan? And what's going on, Alfonso?
Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, George. Yeah, you're right. Yo, George just sent me a text. I'm like, yo, I got your number too. George the Hollow. George.
Yeah, George is lurking. He's not even on. He's lurking.
Right. Like, he ain't even commenting. He just, I got your number too.
You bitches better not be talking about me right now.
Oh, man. That's funny as hell. Nah, no problem. We know you got the king in there you got to work with.
Yeah, he had to show me what he did in the potty. So.
Oh, that's important.
It's great. That's awesome. It's great.
I have one of the greatest pictures ever of my granddaughter after she did her first album. It was the funniest thing ever. Oh, hold on. It's
Zaharoff's in here.
Yeah. We didn't know he was on. We didn't know he was watching until he sent me a personal text. And because I told Chad and them, I asked Chad why he didn't just send a link directly to my phone because he has my number. And he says, George said, I got your number too and sent me a text. I'm like, oh, my bad. I forgot. Yeah, you're right, George. All right. So he is right here. Love you guys. There's George right there. So Ocho. Let me see.
Ocho Cinco? Loved him.
Yeah. Let me see. George making a comment here. He sent. Thank you for the. George is sending something to you, Keith. Saying something to you, Keith. I just popped it up on the screen. You see it?
That ain't me. I sent thank you for the pooch.
What that beard do?
Yeah, right. Right. That's what that beard does. Yeah.
My beard is the center of attention, man. Everywhere I go, people always looking at me like, man, your beard is nice. I'm like,
Well, I was
Okay.
working this morning. I was working this morning, man, at my part-time gig, and I was watching your video, man, of how to lace this thing up. I'm trying to get it right. I don't know if you can see the little shine. I got the brush here. I'm coming, Keith. I'm coming.
Yeah. All right.
Mine just goes in patchy. I can't seem to make it do that.
Yours can't. Here, you got to get some. You got to get some Super Grow.
So, yeah.
It's called Super Grow. It's a hair grease.
Okay, great. Oh,
What you smelling, Chad?
Dolce & Gabbana Le Batelard 1 and Dolce & Gabbana Le Fou 21. It's from the Anthropology.
I gotta get it.
Okay, so
I gotta get into some of that stuff, man.
Tell us about that. Tell us about that. Because I seen that line. I actually seen that line at a Marshall's one time, and I passed it by. It was in the other section, and I looked at it and I kind of like left it alone because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I saw it too.
What do you think about it though?
I don't know if they're from if it's from like a luxury line or whatnot, but these are very affordable. They came out in like 08, 09. There's another one out there for men. I don't know which one it's called, and I think that there's 3 female ones as well. But the 2 that these are summer ones, spring, summer, and I know that Drac Dog, he talked about one, but it wasn't. Let me look it up. I don't think it was from this one though.
Yeah, I don't know if Trey's coming on or not. Somebody's asking, is Trey coming? I have no idea. I haven't even. He messaged me earlier, but I haven't talked to him.
Okay, so don't eat too much chocolate because it's almost nighttime. It's almost bedtime. I want you.
You know what the notes are in those, Chad?
One has juniper berries. Okay, so the one that Drac Dog did is La Force 11.
Uh-huh.
My French just comes out hard when it comes to the names themselves. I'm looking at
they be naming these some weird stuff, man, and I can't pronounce half of this stuff.
What happened to the simple names like Bye? Like my man just said right here, Dolce & Gabbana Bye. What happened to those simple names? Like, we got to get all these hard pronounced names. And every time I do a video, I always start off my videos like, listen, I know I'm gonna chop these names up. I know this. So bear with me.
So Keith, the Le Fou, which means translates to the crazy. The 21. The notes are you got juniper berries, you got rum, or is that cognac? No, it's cognac. You got fern, tonka bean, ginger, coriander, cardamom, and violet. Let me go to the other one. Okay, so the one that Cody did is more of the winter fall one. So that one gets kind of comparisons to Hugo Boss bottle, I believe. It's got cinnamon, vanilla, it's got cypress, cardamom, sandalwood, nutmeg, heliotrope, pimento, what is that? Caraway. And let me pull up the other one.
Yeah, when you said rum, you had me already.
He had me at heliotrope.
That's the 21, all right? So that's the D&G 21 Le Fou. And the one, this one here, it's got watery notes, juniper berries, Virginia cedar, cardamom, Haitian, no, that's just vetiver, birch, coriander, and olibanum. So you're probably going to like the 21 the most. And these are only like $30, 30 USD, give or take.
What size bottle is?
Oh, that's not bad at all, dude. That's right up my alley.
These are 100 mLs.
Is that from the same line as like L'Imperatrice from Dolce & Gabbana?
I have no idea, but there are either 2 or 3 female ones because Naomi Campbell was one of the models in the commercial for this.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think L'Imperatrice is like a watermelon fragrance, I think. It's been a while since I've smelled it.
Hills, I know you said you were still writing down some of the summer scents.
Got a pin.
Well, here's a Aqua di Bergamot, which is a really good summer scent as well. Right, Chad?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It doesn't last all that long, though.
Nah, it doesn't last long, but it's really good scent, though.
What's the house?
Xenia.
Oh, is that
Zick?
I gave my bottle to one of the Toronto guys recently.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice scent. I like that. But again, it just doesn't last long.
Yeah. I feel like that's the
Listen.
truth for so many different summer fragrances. So I usually just bring a decant if I can.
Have any one of you
all-
tried Andy Towers' Flash line?
Nope.
No, I think I've only tried Orange Star, L'air du Desert Moroccan, and the Swiss Alps one.
Well, this Flash line, they come in like 30 ml bottles, but they're some of the strongest freaking juice on the planet. I sprayed this on one time and didn't know the potency of this damn thing. And I sprayed 2 on the neck, 2 on the arms, 1 on the chest. Make it work. And by 11 o'clock, I was choking people out in the building. I had to go home and shower and change.
Which one is that?
This is Vanilla Flash. I think
Vanilla
I was wearing Rose Flash at the time. But this thing right here is amazing. Boozy. This is a really good scent, but you have to control the sprays. And it's only like $60. It's like $60 for this.
I've been wanting to find an Andy Tower that I liked because everybody talked about L'air du Desert Moroccan being like a masterpiece.
Did you have it?
I got a sample and I didn't really care for it very much. I don't know. No. It was maybe it just wasn't resinous enough for me. So I ended up going with L'Armes du Désert by Atelier des Ors, which is like straight up like frankincense and myrrh and like just deep, rich resinous and then some spices to satisfy that whole Middle Eastern kind of vibe for me.
That's a house that I know I'm not familiar with.
Hey, Keith.
Huh?
Hey, Keith, you said you're into rum, right? So this one here, I just looked it up. This will cost about $44.
Yeah, that's not bad. I can swing that.
This one here is 28 Canadian right now, so that's like $20.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
when I saw the name Dolce & Gabbana, I automatically, assume that it's gonna be a little bit more pricey, especially with those type bottles.
So, but you could get a tester of the number 1 for $28 Canadian. So let's transfer that over to American.
Is the number 1 the one that you said was boozy?
The one that's boozy is the 21.
21. Okay.
But if you want a tester bottle of the one itself, like number 1, is $20 for the tester. But for the complete package, it's $45 US.
Yeah.
You see what John said?
Listen, John, sweetie, I don't have to wear a fragrance to do that. So.
Oh, that idiot right there, boy. He's a mess. He is a mess.
Oh God.
I was testing Hills.
So Abraham,
if you're looking for a boozy scent though, Hills too as well. I know you was looking like you asked us about the Bentley.
Yeah.
Bentley is start right there. You won't go you won't have to go anywhere. Yeah,
I was pleasantly surprised by what is it called? CH Men Privé. This sounds really stupid. Like I hated it in my head because of Jeremy Fragrance. I know that sounds really bad, but the number of times I saw him click that effing bottle back and forth, I wanted to shove it up his booty. But
you talking about like that?
Yeah. I actually like the fragrance, and I hate that I like it just because he talked about it so much.
You can't deny it though. It smells great. I love it.
Yeah, and it was like what $25 or something, and I was like, yeah, this is great. Oh, I was so mad at myself for liking it. I really like Elborn. Elborn by who's that by?
Elborn by
Carmen Barcelona.
Carmen Barcelona. Yeah, that's good. That's really good too. It's a little milky though.
Yeah.
To me, I get a little milk, like a milky vibe to it. I have that bottle somewhere around here too.
On my skin it comes off more boozy, even though there's no like boozy notes listed, I don't think. But maybe it's the milkiness on my skin just works out. I don't know. But which is rare because that never works out for me.
I think I bought this when I bought the Bentley right back then, or a couple months after that.
That's a classy looking bottle there.
Yeah, but this doesn't. This is Cavassier, and this is just doesn't last at all. Like it's there. It smells really nice. It smells elegant, but it just doesn't last. Doesn't last long at all. But it's a great smelling scent.
Yeah, I have quite a few summer fragrances that I love I love the smell of so much, but the longevity is absolute shit.
Yeah,
it's kind of stuff.
But would you say your collection is more niche?
Yeah. Indian niche is probably the majority of my collection, and honestly, that's a lot to do with I'm like a migraine sufferer, unfortunately. So a lot of
natural stuff.
Yeah, so the more ambroxan it seems like that's in something, the more likely I am to have a headache. Or orange blossom for some reason seems to trigger my headache sometimes, and that is like one of the most widely used notes in women's fragrances in the designer realm. So it's just really frustrating. I can appreciate that they smell really good, but unfortunately I can't wear them on my own skin.
I'm gonna log off right now.
I'm sorry, what you say,
That's kind of like this.
That's a good one.
Gives me a massive headache.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna log off right now because I gotta do some stuff. But to answer, driving to beach, no, I have not smelled D&G Amber Sun yet. Way too expensive. So I'm gonna get off here now.
I never heard that one either.
It's good to chat with you,
All
Chad.
right, Chad.
All right, Chad.
All right, you guys have a good night now.
Toodaloo.
All right, later.
Yeah, this thing here gives me a massive headache too.
Yeah. I have Man in Black. Is it Man in Black Orient? I have Man in Black.
The Orient is the one I haven't smelled yet, but I want to get my hands on it.
Yeah.
But I got the black one.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. That's
the one
I like it too.
I like
the Bulgari Man line in general, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they get a lot of love though. They don't get the other ones don't get as much love as Man in Black, but this one here though,
the Wood Neroli one and the Wood and Wood were getting a lot of. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Wood Neroli was getting a lot of attention recently.
I think this is probably Bulgari's best one to me, and they don't talk about it as often no more.
Oh, I've seen that on a couple of people's channels. The hockey puck.
I did not like that stuff.
You didn't? Yo.
No, sir.
I don't know what it is about this fragrance, man, but this thing to me smells so damn good.
I bought that from Ross.
I
bought it from Ross, and I tried to wear it. I took it right back. I couldn't do it.
Did you not like it, or somebody else, or people around you didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Keith. For some reason, people, when they smell us, they love it, man. I don't know what it is about this damn thing, man.
But see, the thing with me is, even though other people love it, I have to walk around with it on.
You gotta like it. You have to like it.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I love it, man. It smells. This is probably one of the best ones, and this smells just like I don't have my bottle here. It smells. I think.
All right, Steph.
It's the first one. This one smells exactly like Prada's Luna Rosa Black. It smells like that, but this one is a little bit more rounded, and this smells real good, man. Got to get that some more wearing this fall. But I've been testing this. Oh, and this one right here. Let me show you another one.
Have either of y'all tried anything from Trussardi?
I have not. I've heard good things.
Said that when Chad was on, because Chad is a big fan of Trussardi.
That name has been popping up all over the place in my feeds, man, and I'm so intrigued to try something from them. I don't know where to start.
I know, like I said, Chad was a big person in that. He loves Trussardi. He swears by it. He would tell you up and down that it's great. I haven't tried anything yet. I plan on getting the bottle somehow. Once I get rid of some of the stuff around here, I'll probably buy a bottle or so. But I've been trying so much stuff that I already have in my collection that I have to get through just to, like this one here. This is another one that I've been trying. This is Roberto.
This is that pretty
Capucci.
box earlier, right?
Yeah, this one smells like Roger Dove's Creation E. I think it's Creation E. I have a sample of that somewhere.
It's kind of like really, soda.
Yeah, a little boozy.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. It lasts a long time too, and this was cheap. I think I bought this bottle off eBay for like no more than $30. I spent for this.
Nice.
No less than $30, and this was probably 2 summers ago.
Have y'all tried anything from Olfactive Studios?
Yeah,
I've tried Still Life, I think.
Still Life in Real or the regular Still Life?
Just the regular Still Life and Wood Infusion. No, what is it? Wood something? Woody Mood? Is that the name of one?
Woody Mood. I have.
They sent me they samples the other day. They sent me like 10 of them.
Jeez.
And all of them to me smell good.
I remember Ashton said in a video a long time ago that Still Life in Rio was one of his favorite summer fragrances, I think. That was the whole reason why I looked into the house in the first place.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I have Chambray Noir, which is in the same ballpark as Bentley Intense. Rob, what's up, Rob? The link right there. I'm gonna send you the link.
What are the prices like on those fragrances?
I think I spent $100 and some bucks for the bottle of Chambray Noir. And like I said, it's the exact
like
same.
Rio right here.
It's the same smell as Bentley Intense, man. Same ballpark.
Same thing.
Yeah. Keith, I have Chambray Noir and I have the sample right here, which is Ombre Indigo.
Yeah.
Those are the only two I really smelled from. And I smelled Still Life and I smelled Photo. But that was pretty much it. I didn't smell too many of the from the house.
They sent one. Which one was it? One of these had like a birthday cake kind of vibe to it. I can't remember which one it was.
Mm-hmm.
That smells good.
Catch up on some of these comments.
Woody Mood, the one you were talking about?
Yeah, Woody Mood is the only other one I've smelled.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
What does that smell like? You can open it.
Smell like woods.
See, that's the kind of fragrance review we need. It smells like wood. We're done.
Honesty.
So it kind of has like a. It's almost like you know how powerful Bentley for Men Intense is.
Yeah.
It kind of has that kind of boozy, woody kind of note to it. I like that though. Still Life is the one I was talking about.
Yeah, like I said, that Still Life from Rio is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I got that one too. But this is Still Life, just regular Still Life.
Robes, what's up, Robes?
Hello, ladies.
Rose, you just missed. We heard you cut your face off, man. We heard you cut that thing off your face, so we might not be able to recognize you no more. But
I can't see myself cut my beard off right at this point. I'd probably get sick to my stomach.
How long did it take you to grow it to that length?
It took a while. I over the past probably 5 or 6 years, I grew it out and I cut it. I'll grow it out, I'll cut it. And then finally I got to a point where I kept hearing these ladies telling me that my beard looks nice. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna just keep it this time, and I just let it grow, and they love it. I got that salt and pepper in there.
Yeah, nice.
Like it.
Yeah, like I said, I've been cutting my thing off, man. I'm afraid to look like my father, man. My father got a huge beard, man, and I ain't trying. They already say I look like him. I ain't trying to go that far, you know.
Because most saying that like that's a bad thing.
Nah. You know what it is though. To be honest with you, and you would know out of everybody, it's the maintenance of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the maintenance.
Yeah.
You really gotta take care of it. You know, to make it look that good, you have to take care of it. You know, and it's just time and things like that. It's hard, you know, to do all.
It's like a full-time job.
Full-time job to make it look that damn wonderful, huh, Keith?
Yeah.
So I'll just stay with my little 5 o'clock shadow, you know, and keep it that nice and smooth where I can brush it and keep on moving, you know. That's all.
I said I was gonna rent mine out, man. You can rent it for a little while if you want to.
Well, put it on the market, man. Let me be the first one to sample it. I'm gonna make the first video with it on. Then we'll send it to Hills. Hills can put it on next.
Oh yeah, that'd be cute.
It'll look
really good with my complexion.
And
yeah,
my friend will have a heart attack. I called her one day just playing, and I told her, I said, hey, I think I'm finna cut my beard off. She was like, I'll be over there in a few minutes because we gonna have to talk about this.
Oh gosh.
He's like, come here and post the new videos like a boss. Rick Ross.
I was talking to Killer Frags because he was talking about, you know, he shaved his head in one of his last live streams.
Yeah, in a live stream.
Because, you know, his hairline's receding, and I was like, dude, I could shave my head and like just donate multiple wigs for you because there's a lot here.
Yeah,
There's
a lot of hair.
How long is your hair?
I could be Eve. It goes below my tatas. So I don't know. At least 2.5 feet. Maybe.
Wow.
You don't want to cut that though. Keep as much of it you can.
Yeah,
get rid of it if you have to.
I've donated hair quite a few times in the past. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do that again. I don't know. I've gotten fluffy, especially through this quarantine. And I feel like my hair is the only thing I've got left.
No sanity, no nothing, just hair, huh?
I've just got hair. I have no sanity. I don't know that I started off with much sanity, to be honest. Yeah. The 3-year-old just sucks it out of me.
It's been hard on a lot of people.
Yeah.
It is. It's hey man, look, the one thing we can do as a community or as people on this YouTube thing is to try to bring some type of some entertainment and, you know, some joy for certain people, because a lot of people do get joy out of just watching us talk about fragrances. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It takes them away from real life. You know,
I think Joey's live streams really helped.
I love Joey's live. Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does. Joey's live stream does help a lot. You know, because if you really sit there and you think about it, like nobody really on there ever talk about fragrances.
Yeah. Or only for a small little bit. Yeah.
For a small little bit, and then it's all no holds barred.
Yeah. Did you see I sent him some samples? Did you see the video he put out?
No, I ain't see that one yet.
Yeah, I sent him a buttload of samples. And so they released the one video last week, and then they were going to film another one this weekend. It's pretty humorous. Like, you know, you don't get to hear them talk about fragrances often, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that one out, because I normally watch, you know, they do like the overnight type of broadcast at times.
All night long, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh man, I went to sleep, I seen your live. Woke up and you still live, and like, what the hell is going on? He was like, yeah, they don't want to let go. So I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah. So I sit here and listen, you know.
They all laugh at me because I fall asleep in the middle, and I was like, dude, I've got a toddler and I'm old and I need to sleep.
Damn. Yeah, I can't do it no more. I start back to work my week to work is this week, so I'm on this week, and I don't know when I go back to work until next Friday. So, but anyway, it's about to hit the 2-hour mark right now, and I'm about to get ready to hit that sack myself, because I got to be up at 2 a.m.
Oh goodness. Yeah, my kid is begging for something. So.
Hills, anytime you want to come on with us, Hill, we here every Sunday night at 7:00. We on here.
Awesome, love it.
Talking and just talking about life and fragrances if we want to, but mainly just trying to make sure we just keep up with one another. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what it is. Keep up with one another, and then have some whatever ideas we have. We try to bring it to the table. Try to bring some informative stuff to the table, like your stuff that you was helping us out with, understanding business and how it is to start a business. Next week, hopefully, I help my friend get his YouTube thing started, so he can come on next week and talk about financing and stuff like that. Because he was excited about talking about it. He was ready. He was just, because he called me an hour before and said, "Listen, the only thing I can't do is because of the regulations and the federal government regulations, he can't give advice over like this YouTube thing." So he was like, "I can't give advice about investing or anything like that, but I'm more than willing to come on and chat about financing and things like that." So next week, hopefully he'll be on and we can get him to talk about it. But Hills, anytime, me, Keith, and normally Trey Sense is here every Sunday.
You guys are more than welcome to drop into my DMs anytime too. We can discuss stuff.
I will send you. Are you on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
Okay, I'll send you a DM soon, and I'll give you my personal number and stuff like that too, and that way we can all keep in contact.
Cool beans. All right. Sounds good. You guys have a great night, and I'm going to go take care of whatever that child wants right now.
Thanks, Hills.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right. Keith.
Yo.
Yeah, man. I chalk it up to some good information again, man. You know what I'm saying? Good people to come on, talk about, and it's funny. I didn't know. I thought that she worked for someone. I didn't know that was hers until she started talking about it. No, that's mine.
Yeah, I don't know much about that young lady anyway. I've watched a few videos, but that's about it.
Yo, she's got a really, really good soul, dude. Like you could tell, like, genuine people, and like she's one of the ones she has like an innocence about her because of, getting into this game. It's kind of like, you got to be careful how you talking to or who you talking to, and you don't know certain people, but you could tell like when she talks, she's interested in knowing what's going on, knowing everybody and how the game is. She's really into the fragrances. But we got to know her today. You know what I'm saying? We got to know that the reason why she really don't like, and I'm thinking that's the reason why she really don't buy too many cheapies, because of the fact that the ingredients has to be more natural because of the migraines. I get migraines too. Matter of fact, I just filled my script this morning. But just knowing her now, it's good. Even Rose, like she's good. She's good people. So people just sub to her, which is good. That's what we're about, man. Like me and you talked about that before. It's like bringing new people on, introducing new people, and helping people out as much as we can. Yeah. Our platform is not as big as that some of the other people, but a platform nonetheless.
It's bigger than just sending somebody, some samples of something, because that's been stated before that certain people send fragrances and they do a lot for the community, but my thing is bigger than that. Are you helping somebody grow their channel? Are you giving somebody some advice? Are you, get your camera angle up, or can you turn the camera this way? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's bigger than just getting a box and sticking something in it and sending it to somebody.
Right.
That's the whole thing I'm all about. Sending somebody fragrances, I could care less. If I can help somebody advance, give them the knowledge that I picked up along the way, and help somebody to make their channel even better, that's what I'm all about. I could care less about sending somebody fragrances and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than that with me.
Right. Again, and that's why, I love to have, at some point or another, I love Rose pop every chance, every live we do, Rose pops in. I love that. I love everybody. Everybody is, if you look at the comments, it's always the same people every time, and it's about the growth. Again, growing, helping somebody else grow. Not only that, but growing ourselves at some point. Numbers are the numbers, man. Whatever we got is what we got. We might not get no more, but whatever we can do to help the next person, It's what it is, man. I just want to make sure that we continue doing that. You know what I'm saying? And hope, and every week try to bring somebody new to the live. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Rose one day when he feel comfortable. I know he's comfortable when he feels like he want to come on, pop on, and try to give more advice on how even me and you can advance our channel, and somebody else that's listening can advance. You know, but not just Rose, but anybody out there that's above us in subs. If you want to come on and you want to talk about how we can help advance this channel or move in this game, anything about life in general, you know, Abram, I want to get him on one day because Abram owns I don't know if you've seen the comment, but Abram owns a vending machine company. So I want to get these brothers on and let them, one, introduce themselves to more people. Two, you know, get them in front of the camera, man. Get them used to it, because all these brothers love fragrances. They all had comments about different fragrances. I mean, we need more people. George said it last week, you know.
It was the point was made earlier when Chad came on that, you know, y'all started talking about the fragrance aspect and as far as finances and spending money on fragrances when we got something like this going on. But I wasn't solely talking about the fragrance aspect of it. I'm talking about, like, in general, the people who, like me, who has aspiration to do something for themselves, to show us the avenues to go down to get to where we want to be. It's not about the fragrances and spending money. I'm talking about, like, starting your own company. These brothers and sisters that's already doing their thing, that's already successful in it. That's what I want to do. I want to get them to come on and tell us, if not just for us, for the new jacks coming in, hey, if you want to start your own business and not be somebody else's slave the rest of your life, this is the avenue you got to take. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the willpower. You got to have the inspiration to do it. You got to have the testicular fortitude. You got to, you know, all this stuff, man. And it's not just about the fragrance.
No,
I want it to be bigger than that.
Right. And you know what's, saying that, I was talking to my wife earlier today. She was in the kitchen cooking. I was washing the dishes, and I said, listen, do you mind coming on one weekend and talking about, you know, mental health and things like that? She was like, yeah, sure. Because she's about to start her own YouTube channel, you know, because she's a clinical licensed social worker. She have a master's degree in social work. And I want her to just get on, because, again, not only, you know, coming out of this, you got to worry about finances, but you got to worry about your mental status going out of this thing. Because, dude, there's a lot of people that's going to be trying new things for the first time because of the fact that now they have to, you know. What, you know what's funny? I had a flat tire yesterday morning. I was changing. I took the tire off, I put the donut on. I took to the shop to have them plug the tire up. So the brother was talking. One of the brothers down there that I was talking to, actually the guy who was fixing my tire was one of my former players. So he was like, "What's going on, Coach Broom?" I was like, "What's going on, kid?" So we talking. So the manager of the shop came out and he was talking. He says, you know what's sad is the fact that, you know, if we become a nation where food is a shortage, we as a nation don't know, most of us, the majority of us, don't know how to go out and have their own, get their own food. You understand? And he was saying, and I was saying to myself, I remember, you know, back in the days growing up as a kid, my grandmother had a garden in the yard. Like, she had a garden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mine did too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, every family had a garden in the yard, which you don't see no more. You understand what I'm saying?
And I was out there in it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I ain't talking about going out there and picking no little bowl of peas. We had them big, what they call croaker sacks. We had to fill that thing up with peas, squash, okra, greens. Yeah, we did all that, man.
But we never, back then, they never had the mindset to actually, well, they had it, but they was afraid to do so. They were afraid to step out on that line and start their own business and start their own mom and pop grocery store with their veggies and stuff like that. Now it's more or less really, really available where you go to these communities, they have those what you call those things where they have those live, or they have like a stand and they selling their fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
So entrepreneurship has always been around and been something that we can start. But hey, man, but it's more or less. You want to come on next week?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was just talking about you.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
All right, but the food's supposed to be put away. So.
I'm about to go eat.
Oh.
Okay. Confirmed. She will be on next week. Yeah. So we just got to make sure we have that market for ourselves going out of this thing again. Like I said, but we got to make sure your finances are right, because there's going to be mom and pop stores shutting down and not coming back after this. So what's going to happen is now there's opportunities for storefronts for people to get into that they didn't have before. But you got to make sure you have the goods. You got to have your financing right. You got to have the product that the people want. You got to have the mindset to keep things going and to deal with the stresses that come along with that. You understand? So this is something we're going to try to pick up on going forward, man. We're going to talk about fragrances, but we're going to also talk about this real life stuff that we need going forward, man, and moving both our channels to a different place where we're not just talking about fragrances, because there's a lot of us just talking about fragrances, and we're going to need other things to help people out with, you know what I'm saying? And maybe we the ones that started, and you know, Robe said we always have him available, and I'm sure other people's going to say the same thing as we start getting this thing rolling. Because I did reach out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I reached out to Big Bid, and I'm like, yo, listen, if you got any time available, if you want to come on this Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I know he started from having his beard thing, you understand, and then he started from there to doing fragrances. But I believe that brother have his own business. You understand what I'm saying? So, or started something like that. So we wanted to pick his mind too, because he's somebody that a lot of these guys look up to. So by saying that, if we can get him, if we could have got him on, maybe he can talk to some of the guys that looks up to his channel. We ain't trying to steal your subs. We just trying to let you talk to a different base. Let them see that you can talk to the little guys too. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, like I said, I've seen the last couple of times I've seen a collab has been on with Kevin Samuels and the Bowtie guy. You know what I'm saying? But no one else. You know what I'm saying? So I reached out to the brother to see if he can come on. But I'm not just gonna reach out to him. I'm reaching out. I've been reaching out to Robes and people like that when they pop in on our live. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying people that haven't popped in, I'm trying to reach out to. I got my son's gonna bring in when they're available a couple of his NBA kid or teammates, that former teammates that's now in the NBA. Well, sort of the NBA now because everything's shut down, but the NBA. I'm gonna reach out to his coach, because his coach did something. His college coach, Mick Cronin, did something with them that I never heard a coach do before, and that's actually talk to his players about financing after college. You understand? So I want to see if I can reach out to him and get him on, just to to chat it up. And if he can, he can. If he can't, he can't. All I can do is ask. All we can do is extend that olive branch and see what happens to them. See if they pop on. And you too, Keith. I know a lot of people out there that's popping on your channels. Reach out to them guys, man. If they want to come on, you know how we do things, man. We got an open platform, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
That's how that dickhead got on earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because we open it up. We don't shy away from nobody. Here you go. Look who just said. Look at this. Look at this. You want to pop them on so we can cuss them out for a few?
At the damn end.
Yeah, let me see if he's gonna pop on real quick, because he needs to get dealt with before I hang up. He need to get dealt with. I wish he post that video though.
Man, that was hilarious.
Yo, that was funny.
I'm still watching it to this day, man. That junk is too funny, bro. I told him he should have posted it, man.
I told him that too. I said, man, because
good old country living, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, I can remember that. when I was younger, man, growing up, and my grandma and granddaddy was out there in the field, and he even had a watermelon patch. And I used to sit out there and bust watermelons open in the field and just sit there and eat it straight out the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember my fingertips hurting from having to shuck all them peas and stuff with my grandma, man. Like,
dude,
that stuff, I never forgot that stuff, man. And it's just sad that people these days don't know because of technology and, you know, everybody relying on all this modern day civilization type stuff. If the world was to have a real cataclysmic event right now, a lot of people would perish, man, because they wouldn't even know how to survive.
Yeah, it's true. You know, but it's never too late to learn something. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, but it's also getting people motivated to want to learn to do something. People have gotten so lazy, man, in this new age and generation. Everything is, you know, everybody is lazy. They don't have that work ethic. At my day job, you know, anywhere you go, there's always going to be at least one person that's going to be sorry as hell that you're working hard, but this dude is, you know, he's sitting around bullshitting. I got a dude like that at my day job.
And get away with it.
He's always hiding. He always in the break room while we all out in the heat, putting up wood. We stocking up shelves. We cleaning, you know, we helping customers load up timber and stuff like that. And this dude ain't nowhere to be found. So people were complaining to me because I'm the loudmouth. I'm the one I don't care about speaking my mind to people. Everybody was coming to me like, hey, man, you know, so such and such and so, man, he's sorry. And I'm like, dude, why are you telling me? Why don't you just tell the boss? The owner is right here. Just tell. They scared to tell the dude. So I go over and I talk to the dude. And I tell him what's going on. They claim they talked to the dude. And this is what the dude said. Now, me and this dude don't get along at all. And it's known. The dude told one of the supervisors, the supervisor told him, he said, hey, you know, the guys are feeling like you're not helping. And he was like, what's going on? And dude was like, hey, man, Keith inspires me to sweep, man. I go in the warehouse and I'm like, sweep? Like, where you at when we out here in the heat, man? We got to deal with 90, 95, 98 degree heat. We sweat and we soaking wet because we out here helping customers. We loading bins up with stock and you sitting in the air conditioner. Like, that's crazy. How do I inspire you to sweep? I told the owner, I said, if you believe that crap, I said, you are a fool. That dude and I don't get along and he's pulling the wool over y'all eyes and they don't want to do nothing about it. I'm like, if you want to get rid of this dude, you can get rid of him and put me in his spot and I'll do the shingle run. If you scared of that, because I don't mind working. I don't care.
Let me tell you, my man, you know my man, I'm not Ray. Teddy.
Yo.
Man, you came on right at the end, brother.
What's up, man?
Ain't nothing up, man. We was about to call it a day. I got to get to work in about a few hours, you know.
Okay.
But listen, man, next Sunday, we talking, you know, again, we talking about everything other than just fragrances, you know what I'm saying? Real life stuff, mainly financing and business and stuff like that. Hopefully my wife will give us a few minutes next week. We're going to talk about like mental health and stuff like that too. And we're gonna try to keep bringing it, man, every weekend, man, with something, with something, man, that's going to help the people, you know. But mainly what we want you to do is get that grill popping and start sending us some of that food that you was cooking last week on that grill. That thing is amazing, man. Sausages and all that stuff, man. Listen, man, it's real good, bro. But yeah, we was about to call it a night. We was actually waiting for Trey so we can cuss him out before we hang up. But he ain't like he about to be here. Let me see. Keep it popping.
Yeah, I had been announcing it. I had been announcing it on my channel off and on, just telling people to tune in at 7 on Sunday. But you know,
I see that. That thing good right there, man. I had some 2 weeks ago. I had a 6-pack of that myself. Gone. It didn't last a night. That thing is good, man. But listen, brothers, I gotta say it. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go eat and then try to get to bed. Freddie, anytime next week, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
Me
cool.
and Keith and Trey would be on here, man. Hills, I see you still there, Hillary. You more than welcome to come on too. Anybody else, we're gonna send that link out, except for that ass. So I'm monitoring everything that comes in next week. All right. And Abram, please stay tuned next week because we definitely gonna talk about it. Mental health is real, and like I said, I'm gonna have my wife will be on a little bit next week. I ain't gonna keep her too long. You know, she don't want to be on video too long, but I'm gonna bring her in and we'll talk about it and we'll go from there. So next week, 7 o'clock. Thank everybody for showing up, popping in, Robes, everybody. Strive to be. Everybody that was on here, man, I appreciate all y'all, man. Barry over across the pond, El Padrino, Jose.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Abram, everybody, man. Colonel, everybody. We just appreciate all y'all.
You don't remember El Padrino from when yeah. That's my guy, man.
Yeah, he a cool dude, man. I like him. I want him to pop on next week too, man. Anything that anybody can bring to the table. If you own the business, if you know somebody that owns a business, if you plan on owning a business, come on, bring it on. We're talking about it next week. We're gonna bring it on next week. We're gonna advertise. I'm gonna do one of the little post things on YouTube. I'm gonna do it on Facebook. I'm doing it on Instagram. Anything I could put it up. I'm gonna put it up there, and I'm extending the olive branch to people that I know, that follows me, that knows me, that has businesses. I'm gonna put it out there and see what we can bring to the table. I got a good friend of mine. He's a reverend. Hopefully one day I'm gonna bring him on because he loves fragrances. He buys anything he see me or smell me wearing. He wants to buy off me. So, and he's a co-worker of mine. So I'm gonna try to bring him on. But I gotta say goodnight. So I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate all of y'all. All right. One love.
All right.
Later.
All right, Freddie. Yep.
All right. Later.